Yo, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome to my corner of the world. We are here for some more Absolute Superman. We are checking out issue 11. Absolute Superman kills everyone. Oh God! All right. Yeah, we are checking that out, and obviously, you guys won't see this until days later. But I am going to be finishing Absolute Superman today. I am recording this and I am recording the two issues after it. I am finishing it, and I'm thinking next week we start Absolute Wonder Woman. Let's go. Yeah, I already have those lined up in the queue. I've been very much enjoying Absolute Superman. Can't wait for Absolute Wonder Woman, and I have been enjoying Zephyr's reactions to Absolute Batman as well. That's why I haven't recorded any reactions to Absolute Batman, because I've been watching his instead. But yeah, let's hop in. Links to the original video will be in the description if you want to check out the video on your own. Let's run this up.
Will Absolute Superman break and kill them all? Kal-El's eyes widen in terror as he looks up and sees his parents dangling from energy beams above the Kryptonian Council chamber. The members of the Science League look down at them with eyes devoid of emotion. For the crime of ambition, we find the L's guilty.
Ambition.
The crime of dissent, we find the L's guilty. For the crime of illegal use of science, guilty. The League members drone. The energy beams shock the L's with each verdict. Stop! You're killing them! Kal shouts. Finally, the League sentences the L's to hang from the skies of Kandor for 100 years.
Dog, what?
Read, the members of the Science League turn their dispassionate gaze upon Kal. Now, as for your crimes, Kal-El of the Redlands, for the misdemeanor of being an orphan, the Science League hereby...
The misdemeanor of being an orphan? What the hell does that even mean? What? The misdemeanor of being an orphan? What do you mean by that? How is being an orphan a crime? Especially since you're the one punishing his parents for the next 100 years. Like, what?
Demeanor.
Where is the logic there?
The Science League hereby sentences you to 20 years confinement in the Phantom Zone orphanage.
Ain't no way, dude. What?
The guards move to grab the young
Ain't no way.
and his eyes begin to glow red with anger. To hell with you! Young Kal screams as red-hot energy beams begin to pulse through the chamber, ripping through the guards and turning them to ash. Screams of pain echo.
This can't be real, though. Can it?
Back in the real world, Brainiac.
Yeah, back in the real world. That's what I was saying. Like, that can't be real because they don't have their powers on Krypton.
Kal is trapped, weakened by the synthesized kryptonite that Brainiac has created, while his machine places the young man in simulated worlds of trauma. Tell me you're making progress, Ra's al Ghul demands as he enters the chamber with his daughter. Oh, indeed. Superman has just mentally murdered the entire ruling class of his home planet for the 575th time in the last 6 hours.
He had to go through that 500 and what was it? 76?
For the 575th time.
575th time in 6 hours. My God. Oh my God. I would be... Dude, like, when I got out of this, because you know he's obviously going to eventually. When I get out of this, it's up for y'all. It really is. Like, y'all made me go through this 575 times. Ain't no way, dude.
The last 6 hours. Once we reached 3,000, I believe he'll be ready to move to the Earth.
What?
Brainiac explains. Roz nods in approval and looks at the young alien, reminding Brainiac that he doesn't want a lobotomized drone like these clones he's created. Yes, of course. The son of the demon shall arise. I assure you, Brainiac says with a bow. Talia glares at him as she steps forward, the father box held aloft in her hands. Fail the Lord of Lazarus, and I will feed your marrow to the father box, she warns. Brainiac's eyes widen as he takes a step back. Superman will be the wrath of the Al Ghul's made flesh, Lady Talia. All I ask is that you keep that box away from me, he pleads. The Al Ghul's leave Brainiac and his drones alone to continue their task. He turns and looks at the tank that contains the synthetic being known as Soul, before turning to check the Kryptonian meteorite restraints. One of the drones steps forward. Brainiac 1, in regards to the Kryptonian meteorite, some of us thought kryptonite might be a more efficient name for the substance,
Yeah.
the drone states.
Kryptonian meteorite, kryptonite. Yeah, it makes sense.
Speaking out of turn, Brainiac 9.
Oh.
Return your tongue to the parts department.
Oh
Brainiac
my
orders.
god.
The drone nods and moves to cut out his own tongue. Alone once more, Brainiac leans over Kal-El's restrained body.
You know what this part right here reminds me of? Conquest whispering in Invincible's ear. Only he's smiling, unlike Conquest. I think one of the things that made that scene so disturbing is the fact that Conquest was legitimately sad. But here, like, he's just got a smile, and it's just like, dude, you are getting way too much pleasure out of this. You were getting way too much pleasure out of this.
Such a tragedy.
Like, this isn't even disturbing. This is just straight up on some perverted shit.
Self-destruction. I have lived among them since.
Like, what are you into, Brainiac?
So believe me when I say, once you've let yourself kill a few million of the hapless sacks of entrails, you'll see. That's the sort of help these people deserve, Brainiac whispers. In his mind, Kal flies above Krypton, using his powers and soul to wipe the planet clean. Meanwhile, in their cell in the Lazarus compound, Talia lashes out and kicks Lois in the face, but Lois merely spits out a mouthful of blood. Are you bored yet, Primus? Either make a fair fight of it, or kill us and get it over with, Lois snaps. She, doesn't speak for the both of us,
Right.
Jimmy points out. Talia smiles and draws her blade, promising that Lazarus will save the Earth, and a new world will be ushered into existence by her father. Would-be despots with God on their side. How original. You want to start a war between the rich and the poor. A war that nobody
Pretty much.
needs. Except the Al Ghul's, of course, Lois growls. Talia smiles at her, promising that Superman will lead the way into the future. Soon, that sweet little child of Smallville will turn this planet red, she says with a smile,
Golly.
before turning and heading towards the exit. That will never happen. You have no idea how strong he is, Lois promises. But Talia glances over her shoulder. Believe me, I know him better than you ever will. The father box tells me everything. Superman has a breaking point, and once he's reached it, his final test will be to kill you both, Talia calls.
And what's gonna stop him from
Day
going after
5.
you and your father
Brainiac
instead?
leans over Kal's
Unless you got a way to control
demands
him.
a status report. But Kal-El
Day
breaks through
5?
his mental
Oh my
restraints.
god.
The machines shatter around him as he sits up, a hand moving at super speed and closing around Brainiac's throat. "Get out of my mind!" Cal demands as his grip tightens and Brainiac's eyes begin to bulge. "You cannot stop. What is happening to you, Kal-El?" "You said you killed millions," Cal whispers. Brainiac gently nods his head. "I have, on this world and many others. And when I am done, so will you." Brainiac gasps.
That's wild.
Cal's grip tightens. "No, Brainiac. Not millions. Just you," he says as he squeezes tighter. But Cal suddenly releases him. "No. What am I doing? This is not who I am." Cal whispers as he stares at his...
I mean, can it be just, just for certain people, like him, Brainiac, and the All Ghouls? Yeah, they definitely deserve it, It doesn't need to be for everybody, just a select few.
Hands. He turns his gaze upon the drones that stare up at him. "Help me. I see the way he treats you. You're prisoners here, just like me. You deserve better. You deserve freedom. Together," Cal begins to say, but he suddenly screams in pain and grabs at his head. "Shut down the program!" Brainiac demands in the real world. He is leaning over the body, unsure of why Cal can't be pushed to the next stage of his mental conditioning. "You're supposed to kill me, you moron!" He bellows in anger.
Oh, he's supposed
Day
to.
12.
Oh yeah, in that
Brainiac
case, just
doesn't
keep defying them then.
He still can't push Kal-El further. Meanwhile, his drones step forward, demanding
Day
their
12?
freedom.
Oh my
Who
god.
said that? Which one of you is an ungrateful traitor? Speak up, or you'll all be labeled refuse, Brainiac demands. But the drones all begin to say that they were the ones that said it. And so, Brainiac
some
takes
Spartacus
a bone
stuff.
saw to them all. Day 14. A helicopter lands at the Greenland base, and General Lane disembarks, greeting the peacemakers who look to him as a hero. He steps through the security checkpoint, and the alarms ding. "Sorry, sir, but we'll have to do a secondary security check," one of the peacemakers states as he raises his weapon. General Lane understands and takes a seat to pull off his prosthetic legs. "General, I'm not seeing an appointment on our records. Why are you here again?" the peacemaker asks. General Lane nods as he reaches for one of his prosthetic legs. "Ah, you know how the story goes, son. The things a man will do for his family," Lane says as he pulls out a submachine gun and opens fire. Minutes later, Lois and Jimmy look up in shock as their cell door is blown off its hinges, and General Lane
Okay,
stands
General
before them.
Lane.
He tosses his daughter a weapon. 14 guards on this floor, 2 exits. Southeast looks to be the least offended. "I'll take point, Lois. You cover the rear," he orders. Lois grabs hold of Jimmy and drags him towards the door. "We can't leave yet, Dad. There's someone else here," she says. Meanwhile, inside Kal-El's mind, the peacemakers
Oh,
are
we're back in
assaulting
Smallville now?
John and
Yeah.
Martha shout for Cal to run, but this time he doesn't. Soul raps out as Cal reaches out with his powers, heat pulsing out of him, burning the peacemakers alive. With nothing but bodies all around him, he falls to his knees. Ra's al Ghul walks forward and places a hand on the young man's shoulder. "Bravo, Superman. I knew you could do it. You were sent here for a reason, son. To save this planet. You can't do that without blood on your hands. You see that now," Ross states. Kal-El
Yeah, he's
glares
got a
at him
point,
and moves
but
quickly,
not the
ripping
way he.
bullet
Oh my
right from
god.
his chest,
Wow.
letting him fall to the ground. Talia moves to defend her father, but Soul wraps around her throat and squeezes the life from her. In the real world, Lois kicks in the door to Brainiac's lab and shoots the sadistic alien through the chest.
Shoot him in the head.
Get away from him, you maniac!
In the
she
head.
Snaps as she pushes the body aside, but Brainiac merely smiles at her. Ha! You're too late, Lane, he gasps. General Lane takes a position
Pull
by
the trigger,
snapping
Lois.
off rounds to keep the peacemakers at bay.
He's
Whatever
not
you're
gonna
doing,
stop.
do it
Pull the
fast,
trigger.
he shouts. Lois and Jimmy look at the equipment, unsure of how to unhook Superman from the machine. Lois turns back to her father as the gunfire suddenly stops. General Lane stumbles towards them. A blade.
A knife through his skull? We saw something like this in John Wick, but nowhere near to this extent. Through the whole skull? But then again, hers is like a plasma knife, isn't it? So it would be able to do that, but still, oh my god. That's crazy.
Stuck in his head. I can't feel my legs. He gasps before collapsing. Lois rushes to her father's side, firing into the doorway as Talia and the Peacemakers step inside. I want them back in their cells.
R.I.P. General Lane.
Live-ish is fine too, Talia orders. In his mind, Cal stands with the Kents on the remains of their farm. The kind elderly couple pull him close, explaining that for him to be safe in this world, he has to fight for it, has to kill for it. We're so proud
Nah,
of
the
you.
Kents wouldn't
Just
say
keep
that.
doing it, son. Get out there and kill them all. The
See
Kents
through
whisper.
it, Cal.
In the real world, Kal-El screams with anger as he snaps awake, destroying the machines around him. He moves fast, grabbing hold of Brainiac and squeezing his throat. But one of Brainiac's drones is still moving, dragging its half-destroyed
That's
body
insane.
towards Soul's containment tank. Save him. Save Superman. The drone whispers as it tips the tank. The red dust begins to swirl around the room. Kal-El, no! What are you doing? Jimmy shouts. Soul swirls, knocking Talia and the Peacemakers away. Kal-El, this is Soul. I have been reactivated. I am getting us out of here. Soul says that Kal-El's hand tightens even more.
Oh
around
my.
Brainiac's throat as they lift
That shot
into
is
the
cold,
air,
though.
and he doesn't respond. Kal-El? Soul whispers in the complete destruction of the base.
God.
And that was the complete story for Absolute Superman issue 11.
God, man. So they put him through, I think it's 12 days of psychological torture. Yeah, I do not expect him to come out the same as he was before, because that was wild. But his rage has been slowly building like water in a dam this entire time, and it is only a matter of time before it just all lets loose, and there's just this huge tsunami of just pure, unadulterated brutality that descends upon Roz and his people. It's only a matter of time, and I am here for it because they brought it on to themselves. But that's going to be the end of this one here. If you enjoyed my reaction to this, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya.